What's going on, YouTube? It's Small Knox Hill. We're back with our reaction series. So today, man, listen, I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this. I got to give full disclosure, a huge shout out to BP because I was out filming with Joey Sparks after my show in Denver. I was coming back to the studio, and then I came in, and they were towards the end of this song. He was introducing this to some other fellow reactors, and I said, what is this? He went, you never heard of the Charlie Daniels Band? You have to do a reaction to it. So that is finally coming to fruition. So for the first time ever, we're going to check out The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Let's go.
And we sure have enjoyed playing for you folks here tonight in Saratoga. We appreciate you coming out. We'd like to close our set with our latest single. This is called The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
That crowd, man.
To Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind 'cause he was way behind, and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player."
I love this sort of like singing / conversational tone, and already we're getting a storytelling track. You know I'm a big fan of storytelling. But the devil, in this case, is kind of desperate and willing to make a deal, which is ironic because in all cases of the Faustian bargains and stories of the devil, it's the devil who makes deals with the desperate, right? And him having these twisted deals that always benefit him.
He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind 'cause he was way behind, and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot.
Sawing on a fiddle. I love the way that, because obviously think about how a fiddle's played. Sawing? Yeah, that's really dope. And playing it hot because he's just coming in and the music is sounding hot versus obviously the tension with the strings turning it hot.
He was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me..."
Listen to the crowd. You can hear the crowd just like clapping their own tempo to
this
it.
young man sawing on a
Keeping it fiddle
and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, 'cause I think I'm better than you." Well, said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret, 'cause I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rising up your boy."
Isn't it ironic that he said it might be a sin when he's talking to the devil? There's some very tongue-in-cheek writing with this. And for me, the devil, if you think about it, it was said, you know, in some biblical stories that the devil was the head of music in heaven, right? He was one of the grand orchestrators. So as he fell and Lucifer fell, he used music to tempt man, right? And you think about like the rock and roll lifestyle, like the girls, the cocaine, right? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll and all of that. And just like some of the negative affiliations that some of the churches had over the years with music, the attacks on like rock and roll, for instance, which is a great example and equated to, you know, being misled because that's being warped by Satan, right? And because he was so connected with music in heaven in his fall, he's kind of polluted music since then for man.
And if you care.
So interesting that the devil is challenging man to a contest, knowing the devil's history in music. It's probably why the devil's so self-assured.
And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, 'cause I think I'm better than you.
I'm betting for his soul.
Well, said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret, 'cause I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rising up your bow and play your fiddle hard, 'cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals cards. And if you win, you get the shiny fiddle made of gold. If you lose, the devil gets your soul." And he said, "I'll start this show," and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. And he pulled his bow across the strings, and it made an evil hiss. Then a band of demons joined in, and it sounded something like this.
needs two hands. I can do it with one.
Johnny said, well, you're pretty good, old son, but sit down in that chair right there. I'm going to show you how it's done.
You're pretty good, old son. I love the talking down to him. All right, Grandpa, sit down. You've been around too long.
Sit down in that chair right there. I'm going to show you how it's done. Found a mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. A chicken in the red pan, picking out gold. Her granny is a dog, but no child knows.
You say chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough? What interesting lyricism. He's definitely got very folksy vibes to it. Man, this fiddle goes ham. The thing I love too about the lyricism, like rising up the bow, like getting the bow with the fiddle ready, but it also just makes you think about like going to war and getting your bow ready to fire your shots.
His head because he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best as ever been. And he played run, boys, run. Man. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. The chicken in the red pan, picking out dough. The granddad's a dog, but no child knows.
This fiddle is iconic. The pacing of it. Wow. Just like grabs you and never lets go that. You know what's interesting though?
You son of a bitch, I'm the best as ever been. Bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat.
Right, so the devil gets beaten, but what I want to get back to is we've got the fiddle in both, but for me, it's a contest of the fiddles, but what's interesting is the devil's part, right?
Yes.
More with the electric guitar. And then the keys coming in. Whereas when it's Johnny's turn,
sit down in that chair right there. I'm gonna show you how it's done. Found a mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. A chicken in the red pan, picking out dough.
The focus really comes on the fiddle. Johnny's part feels like more traditional, more like tied in with folk music. And I just wonder if there's a statement being made here. Like Southern Georgia culture and folklore. And how even someone like the devil, as talented as he is, knowing his history in heaven, with all of his modern tools, still can't measure up with just like the soul of the fiddle and the soul of true folk and country.
Devil bowed his head because
I feel like there's a statement being made there.
He knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden
It's a simple game for one soul.
fiddle on the ground at Johnny's
But to me, it's a greater statement on music itself
feet.
and like the roots and the soul of music. Yeah.
Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try
This is, I really, really genuinely like this.
again. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best as ever been. And he played
That's a great line too. You son of a bitch.
boys run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. The chicken in the red pan, picking out dough. Her granddad's a dog, but no child knows.
just one of those that gets you dancing too. Just the energy and the movement and the vibrance of it all. Wow. Look at that crowd. Might as well raise the lighter to it. It's like a state of ecstasy afterwards. I mean, how do you even encore that? Wow. Look, man, one of the things I love about music is its storytelling ability. And it doesn't matter the genre. Lyricism is lyricism. And if you could tell a good story that people connect with, well, you're already more than halfway there with the music itself. Yeah, I really enjoy that dynamic. The devil went down to Georgia. The Charlie Daniels Band. You were Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys like today's video list. If you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content. Do me a huge favor, support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. It all helps. It all goes a long way. Also, this is your reminder that reactions are not a replacement for the original artist. If you like what you hear, please go support. I'll put the link down below. Also, if you want to support this channel and the content I put out, come join the Patreon. More reactions, more content on there. It's a great family, great community. It all helps. It all goes a long way. Again, I'll put all links down there. All right, everyone. Stay safe, stay positive. Take care of these. Take care of these. You know I'll catch you again.
Whoa, sit down, sit down. I'm like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, better sit your ass down.